Okay, so I am back with the thematic overview of Sociology 101, and this week we are looking at Chapter 8, which is our chapter on sex and gender. And I should begin here with some of the research I've done. You might encounter this in the supplemental links I've listed for this week in our discussions. And this is specifically the Gender Ads Project, a site I created years ago. It's www.genderads.com. This actually began with some research I was doing. I presented, 10, 15 years ago, a PowerPoint to one of my classes. And it had, 40 or so images that I was using to focus on some thematics of gender that I had noted in the world. And the PowerPoint grew over time, and I added more and more slides and more advertising images. And some students said, hey, can I get a copy of that PowerPoint? And at the time, we didn't have a lot of flash drives and stuff, so I was burning CDs and so forth, and it became kind of inconvenient. So what I did was I created this website. Well, in the years since, the website has grown to somewhere around 4,000 or so images. And I invite you to peruse the website, to go to it, to look at some of these analyses of gender that I've created. What's key about this site is that I've used the world of popular culture to organize, if you will, some themes, some thematics of gender that we see in the world. In this case, it's presenting women as sex objects, as dehumanized representations. It could be through video game ads, it could be through motorcycle ads, it could be through various products, including alcohol and so forth. But the point about this is that women are dehumanized and seen not as unique individuals, as thinking individuals, as intellectuals, as artists, as politicians, as CEOs of corporations, as mothers, whatever. They're seen as sex objects. And I ask you then just, what is the implication for this for men and for women, for straight, for gay people, for various people of all sorts in the world? So these are some questions to think about as we look at the world of pop culture. But let's get more specific then here, and I'll ask you, in this case, 3 questions to potentially address or to use as a way of governing your understanding of this chapter for the week. The first of these, what are some assumptions about sex, gender, and sexuality that you take for granted, and how are assumptions of these sorts forms of bias? The second question, how might the experiences of other people, cultures, or groups in terms of sex, gender, and sexuality impact your understandings of these contexts? The third of these, what does pop culture reveal in terms of the constructions of sex, gender, and sexuality? Are the representations of these forms within the worlds of popular culture positive, negative, or somewhere in the middle? So you might think about these questions this week as you frame your understanding of this important chapter on sex and gender in your Sociology 101 class. So good luck this week with your discussion posts and, of course, your reading of the chapter.